What's up, ladies and gentlemen? I just wanted to film one of my news updates today to keep you guys in the loop. And I also got a mic, so I hope you guys can hear me a little bit better. And also, if you guys want to celebrate 420 today, you can, because it's 422. Bad jokes. I probably lost a couple subscribers for that one. Anyway, let's get serious on them. Now, recap, okay? So if you're a new subscriber or an old subscriber, you obviously kind of know what I've been saying in regards to the whole Trump-Putin geopolitical shenanigans going on right now. But basically, I've just been saying that Trump, Putin, and company are all secretly working together to take out the deep state for many different reasons. I'm not going to get into that and waste your time and waste my time. If you'd like to watch my two previous videos on Trump and Putin trolling the world, you can. But that's basically what I've been saying. And that's a very fringe statement, right? I mean, I could totally be wrong, but I'm throwing it out there because that's just what I see, and we need a broad perspective. Even alternative media has been very narrow-minded, right? I've been seeing like a lot of memes on the Free Thought Project and the anti-media that are very superficial and don't involve very deep thinking. So, a lot of these guys, even in the alt media, they wouldn't do well in the intelligence community and whatnot, because I don't know, there's so much emotion going on right now. But anyway, Trump and Putin trolling the world for many reasons. One, it destroys the Russia-American narrative that the deep state was trying to use in the corporate media. Two, it buys them time while a lot of behind the scenes stuff goes on while the pieces are aligned, right? And lots of things are going on behind the scenes that people aren't noticing, which is why I'm doing these videos. A couple other things that are happening behind the scenes that I just wanted to report on real quick. 100 people, I believe, were arrested in a Canadian pedophile sting that occurred. And I'm going to link this video down below. A Dutch whistleblower who was in pretty high finance came out and gave a really good interview somewhere. I don't know. It was sent to me on YouTube. I don't know where he or what group he did the interview for, is what I'm saying. But this guy was like laying it out there about the Luciferian satanic elite and how they bribe and blackmail and mind control politicians to get their way and all the just the nasty trafficking stuff. Anyway, if you can stomach it and handle it, great interview. Go check it out. I'll link it down below. So more behind the scenes stuff is occurring, and a lot of fighting that you see, a lot of story that you see on corporate media and alt media is just show. It's show that's going on. A lot of stuff going on even between Trump, Putin, and Assad, China, and North Korea as well, in my opinion. They're all putting on this big old show while the deep state is basically on their heels. They're being put on their heels. And I want to now go into Wikileaks here, because this is what's happened over the past couple days that's been blowing up. A lot of the focus from the Assad thing and Trump and Putin. And then again, I'm using very broad terms. I'm saying Russia and America and Syria and Trump, Putin. You got to understand this war, we're in World War III right now. In this war that's going on, it's not a national thing. It's a multinational thing. You have to take borders out of the equation. So in America, for instance, we could have white hats and black hats, both in the government, both in political office, both wielding power. So yeah, I just want to make that point before we move on. But anyway, into WikiLeaks, I think from what I'm seeing by everything going on, I think they're very much playing into that scenario. I think WikiLeaks and Julian Assange especially are helping. They're actually helping Trump out, helping Putin out, helping the white hats or the alliance out to dismantle that shadow government. And again, it's a fake feud that's going on. And people don't see that. Again, the alternative media, man, they're just bothering the crap out of me with how little they want to think. Nobody likes to think these days. Anyway, what Assange has been saying the past couple days, because remember, Donald Trump went like 180 on WikiLeaks, which is very weird, and what people aren't thinking about is, dude, WikiLeaks basically got Trump elected. They leaked all of the Hillary emails. They leaked all the stuff about Podesta. Pizzagate would not be Pizzagate without Assange and WikiLeaks. Assange and Trump are best friends right now. Let me tell you, they still very much are helping each other out with what they're doing. But now with this charade that, this 180 that Trump's doing, it's, what that's doing is now Assange is part of it. And he's said over the past couple days, I've seen a couple different reports in different media outlets, but Assange has basically said Wikileaks, because of this pressure that Donald Trump is putting, right, this show that he's putting against Assange, Wikileaks is going to show all kinds of CIA illegal action. That's what he said in an interview. He also said in an interview, and I saw this morning, Wikileaks tweeted it, actually, Assange is okay with being arrested. He's okay with being prosecuted. He's like, no big deal, do it. Perfect! How freaking beautiful is that move? Because A, they're putting on this fake show. Assange is going to leak more CIA stuff quicker. That's what he said. He's going to leak all kinds of CIA action. But again, people aren't thinking when it comes to this, dude, the CIA is what these guys are trying to freaking take down right now. That's like Deep State Intel Central. They call it Central Intelligence Agency because they want to have the intelligence. They don't want you to have any. So, great, fantastic. They're having this fake feud so Assange can come out, leak a bunch more stuff, get this disclosure ball rolling. Not only that, but this feud buys a little bit more time because they're kind of using up... There's that eagle again. He actually lives around here, so it's pretty cool. Oh, there's two of them. Anyway, where was I at? So this fake feud, not only does it, boom, speed up the disclosure process, two, buys them a little more time, okay? Because the whole kind of Syria thing, when did the missiles get fired off? What day was that? It was like 2 weeks ago now. That's kind of getting used up. These North Korea shenanigans, right? Those are kind of getting used up. So now they're moving on to WikiLeaks. But also, what does this do? Dude, I'm sure, like, Trump would love Assange to testify right now, right? So, of course Assange okay with being prosecuted. He's like, all right, I'll blow the whistle. And Trump's sitting there, he's like, yeah, let's fake fight to get you to say things and drop things and leak things. Boom, perfect plan. So that's how WikiLeaks fits into the picture. So don't worry, people. I think it's all right. All is well. All is in precision right now with what's going on. So that's that. And next, I also want to get into the blackouts that occurred yesterday as well, because this is a very interesting scenario where I am speculating a few different things going on, but I'm kind of waiting for the pieces in my perspective to align with it. But I'll just tell you my initial thoughts on it. So we had a blackout all in Los Angeles, San Francisco, and New York yesterday morning, all simultaneously within like an hour or two. Now, I had the few thoughts that I had. Solar weather was one of them, because I just want to let you know right now there's a giant coronal hole facing the Earth, and there's currently a G2 geomagnetic storm. My phone's gonna die there. G2 geomagnetic storm going on right now. So that means if you live at a pretty low latitude, even maybe in like Northern America, you could see some aurora borealis go on. But when big solar weather stuff occurs, and I will make more videos on this because this is real important. It's in the category of stuff they don't teach us in school that they should. Electrical grids can go down, radar communication systems can get thrown off, electricity can go wonky, even like people, right? It can have effects on biorhythms and your brain and stuff like that. So that was one of my thoughts. I'm like, okay, right? The morning starts to happen. The sun's, the Earth begins to, or America, I should say, begins to face the sun. This coronal hole stream and energy flux hits the Earth, makes stuff wonky. But still, and I even posted that on my Facebook. I'm like, okay, this kind of makes sense. So I posted it out there. But there's a couple dots that still don't connect in my head with it being solar weather based. And, but, question mark. Why just those 3 cities, first of all? Why just America? I haven't heard any other major blackouts. And also, it was really interesting, they're all port cities. So LA, San Francisco, and New York, all port cities. Now, still, it could be solar weather based. Could have been just some coinky-dink. But then I also had this sent to me. Operation Gotham Shield. I had some articles on that sent to me. And what Operation Gotham Shield is it's kind of been blowing up just the past few days. I mean, it was announced, I think, on April 18th or just a few days ago, and then Snopes quickly had to do a cover your ass article to try and discredit it. But what Operation Gotham Shield is a drill that was announced by multiple agencies, the FBI, the DHS, DOD, and whatnot. But it's a drill to stimulate a nuke blast over New York between April 18th, check these dates, April 18th and May 5th. So it's like a multi-week drill to simulate a nuke blast. Now, of course, pretty much we all know, if you watch my channel, I'm fairly confident that you know that the shadow government, whenever they try to pull a false flag attack, they will often simulate a drill in the area. So for multiple reasons, one, the emergency responders are like already there. They're out in public, so people in public around the false flag don't question it. They don't, oh, you know, it's just a drill, it's not a false flag, and then boom, they pull one. So anyway, multiple reasons for that. Now, with Operation Gotham Shield starting on the 18th and this blackout occurring in New York, of all places, and a couple other places, yesterday on the 21st, could this have been a false flag by the deep state? Maybe. But granted, again, some dots that don't connect with this one is that no one died, which is weird. This is like the season of sacrifice for the Satanists, so no one died in these. If anything, they would lose money and power, because if the power goes off in New York and LA, that's not very good. I mean, these guys don't like their electricity running out, right? We know that. And so, you know, things don't connect there as well. Lastly, this brings into my last plausible, possible, maybe potential scenario that's been going on in my head that I think might have the most legs out of all these. Reverse false flag by the white hats, okay? So what if I told you that these blackouts were intentionally done by white hats? Not only these blackouts, but this whole operation in general. As opposed to being a normal bad false flag, this could be an actual, like, good operation, good drill, good false flag that the white hats put on to take down the power grids in New York. Maybe there was some type of operation we don't know about. Maybe there was some arrests or some, who knows, hacking done or something going on in these three port cities that was done by the white hats that warranted that power blackout. And the reason I'm thinking this one has the most legs, because if you don't remember, a couple of years ago, there was that blackout that occurred at the Super Bowl, right? Dude, the power went off for like half an hour. And David Wilcock reported on this actually being an alliance strike against the cabal, because that's their main like money maker right there. Those at the Super Bowl, that power isn't supposed to go out. It doesn't just go out. And for half an hour, that's a lot of ad revenue, a lot of money. That's a big it's a big telling, or a big show by the alliance against the cabal. Now, what if that's the same thing here? What if this blackout was just, you know, some type of move, you know? Playing along the lines of this charade going on, we could be in the final stages of this show that they need to put on, and this could have been playing into that. So, I don't know, just some speculations I'm throwing out there in this video, and some more pieces of the puzzle that I want to help you guys with. That's kind of why I'm doing these running news updates. I'm like the anti-news, the anti-anti-news, because I'm not only going against the corporate media grain, but a lot of alt media stuff too, just broadening the perspective, throwing my ideas out there. So, boom, a lot more stuff to ruminate and think on. I'll make it like an every 2 or 3 day thing with these sit rep videos I do, just to kind of tie you guys in and give you my perspective every couple days. And lastly, I made a note right down here, just because this irks me. This is a personal thing of mine. That stupid science march, right? So today is Earth Day. Happy Earth Day, right? Because who cares about it the other 364 days of the year? It only gets 1 day. And apparently a lot of people are like marching for science right now, which I think is absolutely stupid. And that new Bill Nye show is on Netflix where he saves the world. I call him Shill Nye. Shill Nye Shill Nye with science lies. Mainstream science has been a very easy way for a lot of dogma and a lot of false information to be inserted into people's heads and prop their egos up with. So be very careful with what science you believe these days. And understand that at these science marches, 99.9% of them, they're not marching for science, they're marching for scientists. Do you understand? There's a big difference there. Most people don't follow science, they follow the scientists that have been bought and paid for, that have spewed these lies, that are, you know, the corrupted ones that are working in the upper echelons of corporate and governmental positions. People follow scientists. If we want to actually follow science, you'll actually gravitate towards the alternative or pseudoscience that you know, they often call as being false. So I just wanted to make a note on that science march bull bleep here. And anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this. I'm going to go ahead and upload it, and then I got a couple other videos I'm working on today. So stay tuned, and thank you all for your kind words and support and sharing these videos, getting this information out there, and helping me to produce them. Done.